All right, you guys, so we're going to get into this episode 8, chapter 16 of The Mandalorian, season 2. This is the finale of The Mandalorian. So just real quickly, some real quick thoughts about this episode. Not sure what's going to happen here, except for the fact that we are going after our Grogu, AKA Baby Yoda. So we're going to see what's going to happen. We're going after Moff Gideon. And he has his dark troopers. At the end of chapter 6, where we saw Grogu and Moff Gideon together, there was a specific line that Moff Gideon had mentioned where he showed Grogu the dark saber, and he says to him, "Have you seen one of these before? Maybe in the past, perhaps." And then he says something to the effect of and he says, "You're liable to put an eye out with this thing." And to me, that was like a little foreshadowing. And my thought was that in the finale, that Grogu would use the darksaber somehow to put Moff Gideon's eye out. And that was my thought. However, a fellow Facebook commenter on one of the many Star Wars Facebook groups that I'm a part of, and I forget which particular group it was, but the individual's name was Patrick McCormick. He had actually added something a little bit more to that foreshadowing moment. Instead of the darksaber being the item that is used to put Moff Gideon's eye out, perhaps it may be the ball that Grogu is always so fond of. Perhaps the Mandalorian asked him to pass the ball or take the ball, and the ball passes through Moff Gideon's eye, maybe through his head, and kills him. I don't know. This was the thought of Patrick McCormick, and I really enjoyed that. I thought that was really a cool way for Moff Gideon to meet his fate. So let's see if that is what the case is here today, guys. So let's go ahead and get into this finale of season 2 for The Mandalorian. Okay, we got Slave 1 after an Imperial shuttle, and we got Dr. Pershing on the shuttle. Ooh. Ah, look at Slave. What? Dang, the Mandalorian fighter. Oh, damn, they look so cool walking in together. Oh, Bo-Katan. And the disrespect for Boba Fett. Does he not have a reputation in the galaxy?
Sama belonged to my father.
Don't you mean your donor? You are a clone.
Damn. You messing with Boba, baby. That's BS. I know people like... known. Whoa, that was nice. I like that.
Activate the Dark Troopers.
This is going to be really interesting. But now we get to see what these guys can do. And how fearful are they? Oh, straight Terminator, straight Terminator. Oh! Oh, one got out. Only one got out. And that might be enough. Holy smack. Oh, no, man. Oh! Ooh. Ah! Ah! What the hell? Oh. goodness. Oh my God. Damn. God damn it. Come on, Mando. Damn. That's not gonna do nothing, man. That's right. Best guard. Ah! Got him with the best guard. That's right. Oh, he sucked him out the airlock. Look at that. Knew it. He's showing him the cuffs. Baby Yoda.
Very well.
Really?
I've already got what I want from him. His blood.
Look at that. Look. Damn. You gotta break out that spear, baby. Break out the spear. Thank you. That's right, baby. Go. Ooh. Damn. Ooh, that was nice. Ooh. Moff has got some skill with the darksaber. Uh-oh, he lost the darksaber. He defeated him with the darksaber. Wouldn't he be the rightful ruler of Mandalore? He's holding the darksaber.
It's yours now.
What is?
The darksaber.
It belongs to you.
It belongs to you.
She can't take it. It must be won in battle.
In battle.
In order for her to wield the darksaber again, she would need to defeat you in combat.
In combat. Uh-oh. The Republic.
X-Wing.
One X-Wing? Great. Who's saying?
Oh, it's a Jedi. It's a Jedi. Is it Luke? Is it Luke? It's freaking Luke. It's Luke. It's Luke. Oh my God. It's Luke. Oh my God. It's freaking Luke. It's Luke Skywalker. He showed up. I didn't think they were going to do it. Oh my God. It's Luke. It's Luke. Holy. Uh-oh. Watch out.
Drop it.
Are they gonna kill Moff? Oh, he was gonna kill himself and she didn't let him do it. Come on, man. Are we gonna see Luke's face? Look at Grogu. I did not think a Jedi was gonna show up. Same. Man, he is just, oh, look, Luke is getting his own hallway scene. Like his daddy. He's a stunner like his daddy. Oh, Luke. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh. Wow. We saw Luke wielding the green saber again, even if we don't see his face, but I think they're going to let us see his face. They're going to do the de-aging. They're going to let us see it. It's Luke, man. Is this Sebastian Shaw? They did the de-aging with Mark Hamill.
Are you a Jedi?
Is he a Jedi?
I am.
Yes, he is. Like his father before him.
He wants your permission. He is strong with the Force, but talent without training is nothing. I will give my life to protect the child, but he will not be safe until he masters his abilities.
He wants to see his face. He took his helmet off. R2-D2. R2. Wow.
May the Force be with you.
Really great episode. Great episode already. Wow. All right, you guys. So, excellent episode, to say the least. I'm sure a lot of fans are going to really enjoy this episode simply because Luke Skywalker showed up in this episode. Let's just get that out the way right now. Just knock that out the box. Luke Skywalker back, post Return of the Jedi. The way that and let me say this, and I want to say this, and I've been wanting to say this, but this is what fans, this is how they wanted to see Luke Skywalker in the sequels. This is the Luke Skywalker that we wanted to see in the sequel. And when we got the other Luke Skywalker, it was just disappointing. And I'm sorry. I know they wanted to subvert fans' expectations, but it didn't work. It didn't work, guys. Great try, Rian Johnson. Great try, Disney. You wanted to give us a different view of Luke, and unfortunately, those of us who grew up on Luke Skywalker, who grew up believing in hope and never giving up on hope, just like Luke never gave up on his father. We wanted to see that Luke, the Luke that just showed up right here, coming after Grogu. So excellent stuff, and I just want to get that off my chest. And that's all I'm going to say about the sequel trilogy and how it pertains to Luke Skywalker. Great episode. I'm going to probably watch this episode about 4 or 5 times because it was just that good. It was that great. Just to recap everything real quickly, we have Boba Fett chasing down Dr. Pershing in a Imperial shuttle. He captures him, captures the shuttle, gets Pershing. Pershing gives him the goods on not only the Dark Troopers and what it's going to take to get them up, but you know, he kind of helps him out a little bit. We also have Boba Fett and the Mandalorian going to recruit Bo-Katan and her legion of Mandalorians. We get a cool little battle between, and I forget the character's name, but one of Bo-Katan's sidekicks. We get a cool little battle between her and Boba Fett. Boba Fett shows her what's up. She kind of gets with him a little bit, but it's kind of a standoff. I know they wanted to show how skilled she was as versus Boba Fett. But come on, that's Boba Fett, man. He's been doing this for years, man. There's no way she should have been able to take him down like that. But whatever. No big deal with that. The small little nitpick in regards to my fan and how it pertains to Boba Fett. But it was a nice little a skirmish between the two. But Bo-Katan decides to help the Mandalorian as long as she gets to get the Darksaber. Our introduction to Bo-Katan, ever since she came into the series, that her motive has simply been to get the Darksaber so she can rule Mandalore. Like, she is obsessed with the Darksaber and obsessed with being the ruler of Mandalore. You kind of see that permeating from the character, but kind of building her up to be somewhat of an anti-hero, which I think is going to factor in to some of the new series that we're going to get on the Disney Plus streaming service. But continuing on with the story, so they gather their forces, and this is where Pershing steps in, helps them out a little bit. So we have this setup with our crew where they have the shuttle. Boba Fett is chasing the shuttle, and the shuttle is acting as if they're being chased. The shuttle is full of Bo-Katan, Din Djarin, Cara Dune, and the rest of the group. As Boba Fett is chasing them down, they allow the shuttle to go inside of the cruiser. And very cool scene. The shuttle scrapes the wall, bangs around, gets in there. They get in, they infiltrate the shuttle, taking down stormtroopers as they make their way to the bridge. The Mandalorian slowly comes out, and he's making his way to Grogu. As he's making his way to Grogu, he stumbles upon the Dark Troopers just as they're coming out. He goes to close the door using the cylinder that he took from Dr. Pershing. Just as the door is about to close, one grabs the door Terminator style and opens it up, Terminator 2 style, and opens the doors up with his hands. And he's the lone one to get out. So he is just destroying the Mandalorian, throwing him around. He's pounding him in the helmet, pounding him into the wall. Thank God he's got his Beskar helmet on. Because he's taking a pounding from this thing. He's throwing him around. Finally, the Mandalorian takes out the Beskar spear, and he jabs him in the neck area and destroys the Dark Trooper. And that was only one. So as he comes to the door where Grogu is being held, we go back to the bridge where Bo-Katan finds that Moff Gideon's not there. That lets you know that Moff Gideon is with Grogu. So the Mandalorian goes inside. Sure enough, Moff Gideon is there holding the Darksaber over Grogu. So as he's standing there with the Darksaber, he makes a deal with the Mandalorian that, hey, you take the child and I keep the saber. Cool, no problem. But that's not what Moff is about. He wants to keep the child. As the Mandalorian turns his back, Moff Gideon reignites the saber, and we get the Darksaber versus the Beskar. Just as with the lightsaber, Darksaber has a hard time getting through to the Beskar armor. So once he breaks out the spear, he's able to disarm Moff Gideon with the Darksaber, and he is beaten Moff Gideon with the Darksaber. So after he's beaten him, he's taken Moff Gideon to the bridge. He's actually holding the Darksaber. He's holding it. If you know anything about the lore with the Darksaber, you know that by him defeating Moff Gideon with the Darksaber, he is now the rightful ruler of Mandalore. So as he goes to hand Bo-Katan the Darksaber, Din Djarin, who knows nothing of his home planet or the planet that he claims. He knows nothing about the lore, and unknowingly is now the ruler, by default, the ruler of Mandalore, because he defeated Moff Gideon with the Darksaber. You can definitely see the disappointment with Bo-Katan when she learns this, as Moff Gideon is telling Djarin the legend of the Darksaber. The Darksaber doesn't hold the power. It's the story that holds the power, as he tells Djarin. And so Bo-Katan can't accept the Darksaber. And the only way that she can get it is by defeating Djarin in battle. So as this conversation is going on, we then get the return of the Dark Troopers, because of course they fly now. So as they're returning through the ship, and they come up to the bridge, they close the blast doors on the bridge, and the Dark Troopers are now pounding on the door, making their way, trying to make their way through to the bridge. As they're trying to make their way through to the bridge, we get this lone X-Wing that comes across. At first, I'm thinking it's the Republic. I'm like, oh, the Republic showing up, yay! I'm thinking Cara Dune called the Republic. But then the Dark Troopers stop, and everything stops, right? And I'm like, wait a minute. Why would the Dark Troopers stop? Because one X-Wing came along. And I'm like, wait a minute. There's something weird going on here. This is somebody different. And sure enough, it's Luke Skywalker who comes out of X-Wing. And, of course, he's taking stormtroopers down, going through the halls, and he's taking these stormtroopers down. He comes across the Dark Troopers, and he's taking them out left and right, slicing them in half, cutting them down, crushing them with the Force, with just the ultimate Luke Skywalker, as I mentioned earlier, that we all wanted to see. This is the Luke Skywalker that you were hoping to see in the sequel trilogy, and they gave it, Filoni and Favreau gave it to us. So after Luke has defeated the Dark Troopers, they allow him onto the bridge. He comes onto the bridge, and we finally get to see his face. And of course, they've done the de-aging technology over. So I'm assuming that was Mark Hamill standing there, just with the de-aging face, or it was a body double, and they did the de-aging with Mark Hamill, which was just fine. The de-aging looked a little, you could tell a little bit, but it didn't. I didn't care. Didn't bother me all that much. I could tell, but it didn't bother me. I was just happy to see a de-aged Luke Skywalker right there. So that was really, really cool. It's a couple of YouTubers I follow. Eckhart, I believe, and I'm saying his name right, and I forget the full channel name, but Eckhart had mentioned that we would see the separation of Grogu and Djarin in this series, and I wasn't sure that they were going to do that, because you're kind of taking away what a lot of the casual fans of the people who are new to Star Wars, who are just maybe here for Grogu, you're taking that part of the fans of the show out of it if you remove him from the story, which it looks like they're going to do, because if Grogu is leaving with Luke Skywalker, then that means that, I mean, we kind of know what happens with Luke Skywalker in the Academy. However, there could be a possibility where, and I don't know what they're going to do with Grogu going forward. There's going to be a lot of theories thrown around. There's going to be a lot of speculation going on. Guys, I can see a million YouTube videos going on what Grogu's fate is going to be, simply because now we know that he's with Luke at the Academy. And of course, spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't seen the sequel, we know that Kylo is going to not only destroy the Academy, but he's going to kill a few of the students from the Academy. I don't know if that includes Grogu. So what's interesting is Grogu's going to have to go through the Jedi Order being destroyed not only once but twice. Hopefully, he'll be able to flee again the second time, which I'm hoping that will be the case. But we'll have to see what happens. And if we could get into a situation where it will be the Mandalorian may have to go and rescue Grogu from the Academy. Now, the Mandalorian did promise Grogu that he would see him again. I think he's going to stay true to that promise. So I do believe we're going to see Grogu again in the show, and it may be the rescue of Grogu from the Academy. So it's going to be interesting to see again how they handle that, how far down the line that's going to take place in the timeline, because we know we're about, what, 20 to 15 years from the destruction of the Academy. So if the Mandalorian is going to rescue Grogu from the Academy, it won't be for another 10 to 15 years. So it's a good chance that he may not even see Grogu for another 10 to 15 years, or perhaps there is a event that where they do see each other prior to the destruction of the Academy. So we'll just have to see what happens with that. Maybe Grogu leaves the Academy in search of the Mandalorian because he simply doesn't want to be a Jedi. So that can also be the case as well. So excellent episode. By far my favorite episode of The Mandalorian, and that's not an easy pick to make because there are some excellent episodes in this series. But simply by having Luke Skywalker, the way that we've all wanted to see him in this episode was excellent. You got Dark Troopers. You got a very cool battle with the Darksaber in live action, with the Beskar spear, which was absolutely awesome. And then you get Bo-Katan and all of the Mandalorians, Boba Fett. I mean, this was a smorgasbord of juicy goodness for Star Wars fans, and I cannot wait to make my rounds throughout the YouTube community and watch all of the reactions of YouTubers who are reacting to this show, because I always do that after every episode. Usually takes me the whole weekend to check out everyone's reaction, and I'm definitely going to be doing that over the weekend because this was an excellent episode, and I think I'm going to enjoy a lot of the reactions to this particular episode. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and score this episode, and this episode by far deserves a 10 out of 10. Again, it's a 10 out of 10 simply because we got Luke Skywalker the way that we always wanted to see him. But then if you add in all of the other juicy goodness that we got in this episode, because now Luke has a hallway scene like his father. If you exclude that, maybe this episode is still a 10 or a 9.5. But the Luke Skywalker was definitely the icing and cherry on top of an excellent Star Wars pie of goodness that we received here, guys. So guys, let me know what your thoughts are in regards to this episode. Did you enjoy this episode? And what are your thoughts in regards to the fate of Grogu now that we know that he is going to he is joining Luke and the Academy? Simply because we do know the fate of the Academy. What do you think is going to be Grogu's fate? Are we going to see him again in this series? I do believe we are. I think the Mandalorian is going to keep his promise to him. But let me know what your thoughts are. And obviously, please let me know what you thought about that Luke Skywalker scene right there. Did you enjoy it as much as I did? I thought it was great. How would you compare it to Darth Vader's hallway scene, as well as Maul's hallway scene that he was able to get? And also, guys, let me know, will Bo-Katan battle Din Djarin for the right to wield the Darksaber? So guys, let me know what your thoughts are and put those comments down below. And then also, guys, I wanted to remind you, I will be doing reaction to not only all of the new Star Wars content that we're going to be getting on Disney Plus, but I'm going to be doing reactions to all of the Marvel content on Disney Plus as well. This will still be a Star Wars focused channel, but we will include more variety of pop culture material on this channel and more reactions. I want to thank you guys so much for watching and commenting. Please smash that like button and make sure to subscribe and click that bell so you can get alerts whenever I do upload any of my reaction or toy review reviews on all types of Star Wars toys, vehicles, action figures, you name it, I do it, guys. So again, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And of course, guys, from the Father to the departed Son to the Obi-Wan Force Ghost, may the Force be with you always.